say hi, Gabrina. I think it's Gabrina.
Now I can see it.
Yeah, Gabrina plays. How you doing, cool guy? Had frostbite gaming. Say Leslie. He wants to subscribe. We have to check to see if he's
Alright. A volcano. A volcano. If he has a hoe, I'm just going to attack with the Tapu Coco. That's what he has. Okay. You said. You always know though. Tap grass. Done. Why would anyone play auxiliary with a canyon deck? Because they just like auxiliary. Okay. Hello. Now I can attack with my Tapu Coco. Yeah, but I can still attack. Um. I know. I've got one in my hand. Wait, hang on. So you Ultra Ball, Nest Rope and Escape Rope. Nest. Yes. Escape Rope and Nest Ball. I know. Yes. What? 2. Okay. Tapu Bulu. Lightning Coco. No. Instruct. Rock charge. No. No, because. Oh yeah. Okay. What? Oh yeah. Because I'm about to do that. This one? Yes. I want to knock it out. Ah! I got a charger bird. No, I didn't. Yes. Okay. Another Vikavolt. A Vic. Okay. Four. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, this is even worse than last time. I could attach the choice band. Just. Ooh. Tapu. Hmm? My discard is steaming upping and abyssal handing. Is very good. Yeah, very gooding. Now he's steam upping. And he's attacking. I don't want to attack. Hmm? 4. Yep. No, 2 of them have got 3 energies. Okay, hang on a second. Grass. That was your fault.
What I wanted to do was attach the grass to
And that was your fault.
attach it to
And that was your fault.
energy recycling.
Your fault. That isn't good news. Oh dear. He knocked out my thingy. Go, 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 go. Why don't I just attach the grass and I could just keep attacking with Coke? Okay. Energy recycler. That's because you're not looking. Is anyone joining? Skylar. That's because you're not looking. He's got 4. Sycamore. Yes! I want an Ultra Ball. I want an Ultra Ball. He used Bright Flame. Just spin my go. Here, does he have a what? Yes. Spread, Coco, spread, Coco. That's really cool. He's only got 5 cards left. Yep. No. 4. Yep. What do I do? Okay. A Bulu. Okay. What? Okay. I need a rare candy and a Vikavolt.
Yes! No! No! 3 rare candies!
He's only got 4 cards left. Yeah. He's just dug himself out. Yay! Yay! Yes. That's why I'm happy. 3, 2. Yes, he can't even use a fizzle hand. Haha. Haha. That's why you shouldn't use Sycamore. Bye-bye. No. Okay.